Shelby Monet. I am the moderator of this panel, but I'm also a content creator that creates content on all things Black books and authors. And today I'm excited to be here with Not I'm Alone, Andy Arndt, and Winnie DeMoya to announce the Audible and Audio and Color collaboration. So this collaboration reflects a shared commitment to lifting diverse voices and making audiobook production accessible to all storytellers, especially those who have historically been underrepresented in this space. This partnership is about equity, innovation, and community, and you're going to hear more about that from Not I'm Alone, a Wall Street Journal and US Today bestselling author with over 150 romance titles, and the co-founder and co-president of Audio and Color. We have Andy Arndt. We have Andy Arndt, who is an Audible Narrator Hall of Fame inductee, 3-time Audie Award winner with over 750 titles recorded, and also the co-founder and co-president of Audio and Color as well. And we have Winnie DeMoya, the Associate Manager of ACX Relations at Audible, content strategist with 15 plus years in book publishing.
Everyone's interested in doing that, but it's an option for hiring a narrator, especially if you're hiring a narrator who's newer. Most newer talent is more willing to do royalty share. And then the third option is going to be what's called paid per finished hour. So that's a flat fee that you pay a narrator. So a lot of people assume that that's like the only way to hire talent.
And when I was a producer, I used to pride myself and I could find anybody. Like, what about this actor who was in this thing? Like, I can find that person and I can track them down. So that was my superpower. What is the biggest mistake? Don't backseat drive your narrator or producer. Again, it's so much about trust, and so if you're casting a narrator and they're going to function as your producer, pay really close attention to those early conversations and make sure that you vibe with them, that you communicate well with one another.
You want to make sure that you understand that it's a script and it's a movie that's playing in someone's ears. And so some of your books are going to be long narrative sweeps, which are great when you're reading. Had a partnership with someone who was like, hey, I want to give you money to do something. And she was like, I have an idea. This is your turn. If someone had handed me a grant and said, go forth and do this, I could have just climbed even faster. So we are hoping to change authors' lives with this.
That's really awesome. As a best-selling author yourself, what was the moment you realized audiobooks weren't just an add-on, that they were a full creative medium in their own path?
It's a good question. I think when I got past the first of, oh my God, I have a book, I sold my first book in 2010, and I'd written another one that, it was like right around the time that Kindle became a thing, and I didn't really know what to do,
We weren't leading, we were following. They came up with another $12,000, so we ended up doing 8 audiobooks in round 1. And thanks to Audible's support now, we have just launched, like last week, round 4. We're going to be funding 8 more audiobooks. Yeah, so it's pretty amazing. Anxiety came together because we both really love this book, and we go, I hope everybody else loves this book as much as we do, and it's 3 weeks away, and oh my God. So, yeah.
It's nice to share that.
Yes. We need all the help we can get, yeah.
Right now our cycles are 2 years, so this is our grant cycle year. So we're open for our submissions now, which is very exciting. And then next year will be our production year. And the money that we have now allows us to obviously do this year, but also to support our authors in a way that we've done kind of by like bootstraps for years before.
Let's give Anne her flowers with the fall into romance option.
And
where is Anne?
There she is, behind the bar.
Okay.
Pour yourself a drink.
Right there.
Has kept us alive with an option that we didn't know we needed, and helped us out the best in readers' ears. But also, if it's your most popular work, you can think about submitting that one. If you want to make some changes before you submit to add more dialogue, if it's not dialogue heavy, that might be something you do. But you want to make sure that you're submitting something clean, edited, that sort of thing. And June 15th, I said that. What else am I missing? We're open right now if you submit.
Through this collaboration with audio and color, you guys have found such incredible talent. You're so good at what you do. I'm just thinking about like Asia Monique, for example, and all the incredible, award nominated, audiobooks that you have produced over the years. So for us, it's really just a great way to continue seeing that work and supporting it as we can.
For a writer sitting in this room today who wants to apply for the Audio and Color grant or get involved, what's the call to action and what should they do this week?
So the call to action is we are open for submissions right now. So if you are an author who is writing romance and you have not produced your own audiobook ever before, we are open and we are looking for submissions. Our submissions are open until June 15th. I love that you knew Shelby. Shelby's like, I know. She's like, I got some people that need to submit right now. So open until June 15th. Our process is fairly simple. You submit your best work. Even if you submitted before and you weren't selected then, please submit again. Some people think that that they wouldn't be able to do that, so please do that.
Or if you Google Audible Creator.
Yeah, if you Google Audible Creator Development Program, you'll find it, but it should be just that /
So Kat Jackson, she's been around for years and years and years. And Office Hours, at the time it released, I mean, it was doing well, but like by the time we had the program, it was no ranking, like that sort of thing. But the way the judges were so vocal about this book, I mean, like, they weren't even arguments. They were like, if you don't pick Kat Jackson as #1, I swear to God. I mean, they were fighting over, and everyone was like, no, I'm agreeing with you. Kat Jackson needs to be one of these books. And so, as long as the story is excellent, that's all we're, like, and it's gonna make for good audio, that's what we're looking for. So
What makes for good audio?
Kat Jackson's main character was Alejandro Mendoza.
it was, listen, the book itself was just, it was one of those that everyone read and was like, ooh, this one, right? Obviously this one, everyone, even the board was like, okay, everyone's on Office Hours. So just, if you have a really compelling story and you're really excited about it, just submit. Like, do not worry about like, oh, well, what if the rank, we do want something that is selling well. However, selling well just means that it's a good story. So if it's new and it's selling well, we do not care.
Self-published my first romance novella. It's called Into the Forever Fine Dress. You can find it on Amazon or ebook. But as a new author, but lifelong reader, I fully intend to submit to the program. But I'm wondering, without the numbers really backing you, like, is there going to be, is that a huge deflector, or should I just do it?
My debut novel goes on pre-sale tomorrow. That is also my birthday. I'm super excited.
Hello, my name is Camille Upshaw. Thank you all so much for being here. I am a trained actress, a playwright. I am diving into the audio world. Again, brand new. I come from a theater background, so the narration world is just totally new. What do you think a beginning narrator should have? Just like the basics, just to start out.
Because you already have the most important skills that there are. People who say, everyone tells me I have a great voice and I love reading to my kids, it's like, that's great, but this is a serious job, right? So you need, I always call it like the three-legged stool. You need the performance skills specific to audiobooks, which are different from hitting the back row in a theater or a little bit different from TV and film. You need the technical skills that help you understand just the rudiments of your home studio and how to, it's not that hard, the tech's not that hard, but there is
Thank you for sharing all this wonderful information. My name is Karen. I am an aspiring writer. And the young lady from ACX, and forgive me for not remembering your name, you mentioned something, and I wanted to circle back to it a little bit.
Thank you.
Can I get a story? One more.